Hello friends! Time has brought you back to the Movies Den 2023 and I hope you were as busy as me all this while. Today's episode, we feature a story of a young Australian. The movie is called True Spirits and was released earlier this year. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Share with your friends and family colleagues so that we can bring you more of such content. In 2009, Australian sailor Jessica Watson became the youngest person to sail solo around the world in True Spirit, an amazing journey. Watson utilized Jessie Martin's memoir and course as partial motivation for her quest, with help from her family and management, and after years of training and expertise on the sea. Martin broke the record 10 years earlier when he was 2 years older than Watson. At the time, some people felt that Watson wasn't mature or responsible enough to embark on the trip because he didn't fully comprehend all the risks involved and was condemned by the media and government officials for being irresponsible. She collided with a bulk carrier during a test run from Sydney to Brisbane and was found to have been asleep at the time. She nevertheless continued, sailing around the globe despite numerous storms and a protracted stretch of no wind. She was honored with numerous awards and medals and rose to fame as a symbol of the spirit of perseverance, particularly for young girls and women who loved sailing but thought sexism prevented them from participating in it. Watson's family received negative press and government criticism for their carelessness at the time. Some people were concerned that Watson wasn't mature or responsible enough to travel on the trip because he didn't fully comprehend all the risks involved. She collided with a bulk carrier during a test run from Sydney to Brisbane and was found to have been asleep at the time. She nevertheless continued, navigating her way around the globe while enduring numerous storms and a protracted period of windless stasis. She received numerous awards, including citations and medals, and she came to represent the spirit of perseverance, especially for young girls and women who love sailing but feel sexism keeps them from participating in it. Her narrative would seem to be a can't-miss topic for a family-friendly movie, and True Spirit, directed by Sarah Spillane and written by her and Kathy Randall, stars Tegan Croft of DC's Titans and doesn't miss. By frequently flashing back to significant events in Watson's upbringing just when the current tense action is gathering a nice head of steam, the screenplay's structure tends to derail the dramatic momentum. However, the sailing scenes, which are a combination of real-world footage and green screen segments, are moving, occasionally breathtaking, and occasionally storybook poetic, such as in a nighttime scene in which Watson's boat, Ella's Pink Lady, is first seen from above appearing to float in a sea of stars before tilting up to reveal that the stars are reflections in the water. Watson's father vehemently opposed her going on the trip in real life, according to her memoir, but the movie gives the impression that he only hesitated briefly. In addition, Cliff Curtis' coach character, Ben Watson, is a fictionalized version of Watson's actual mentor and project manager, Bruce Arms. Here, he is given a terrible past that appears to exist primarily to give the heroine something to mercilessly use against him when they are both under pressure. Yes, they reconcile. But in dramas based on real events, there are always compressions, deletions, and creations. Overall, however, there's something a tad anodyne and off about this production. It's so perky and clean-scrubbed that it feels like a Disney Channel version of a wilderness survival tale, suitable for young children who presumably can't handle too many complexities or contradictions, and whose parents, perhaps, believe that the highest function of popular culture is to show families as harmonious institutions, and outsiders as interfering know-nothings. Of course, Atherton too supports Watson in the end and eventually turns around. The way Watson's blog is depicted in the film also makes it look less like an autobiographical gold mine that records Watson's extraordinary trip and more like an example of how to avoid the media and spread one's message. The pervasive misogyny that Watson encountered from record-keeping officials, who came up with numerous excuses to deny her ability to later claim a world record, remains little unexplored. Because it is so bent on protecting Watson, her family, and her coach and depicting anyone who had worries about the trip as a spoilt brat and a usurper of free will, the movie oddly at times appears to be the cinematic version of a sore loser. The personification of media skeptics is a composite TV reporter played by Todd Lazance, who is given the moniker Atherton in apparent homage to the narcissist portrayed by actor William Atherton in Die Hard. Although, of course, that's almost usually true of films that recount the same story as works of fiction. Watson's memoir and the 2010 documentary about her accomplishment, 210 Days, are both far more extensive and nuanced looks at this story. Goal-directed plots with simple happy endings are more common in dramatic films. In the sake of giving the people what they allegedly want, the messiness of life is polished off. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Please like and subscribe for more such content. Until next time, have a great one. Thanks for watching.